Babe, this constitutes a hashtag get yourself a robin. Look at this beautiful, glorious thing. Snapper, what's going on? I made a remarkable improvement on the hangover front. Couple of potatoes, avocado toast. What a day for it. What a day for it. We're doing a little early morning swim. Snapper, good morning, what's going on? I hope you've enjoyed watching our shenanigans over the last 24 hours. I think that's probably enough debauchery. Let's pop some wisdom. Question of the day. There were two questions there if you looked closely. There was one on religion and one on worrying what people think about you. They're two really good questions. If you want me to do the religion one, let me know. I have some ideas on religion that could be interesting to hear. But today we're going to do the other one. We're going to do the bottom one. How do you stop worrying about what people think about you? If someone says something about you, or if someone thinks something about you, and it pushes your buttons, makes you feel uncomfortable, the first thing you ask, is it true? Is what they're saying true? If it's not true, then they've been misinformed or they've got some wrong information, and if it's worth it to you, you can spend the time in trying to communicate that to them if you think that would be beneficial. But if it's not worth it, then you just drop it. If it's not true and they say something about you, who cares? They're misinformed. Here it is. First question, is it true? If it's not true, the next thing you want to ask yourself is it worth correcting the individual who is clearly misinformed and have wrong information? If someone has wrong information about you and they're not important to you, then they're not worth correcting, and that's a no, then you get on with your life and you say thank you. If their opinion is important to you and you want to clear it up and you want to show them the data and show them that they've been misguided and it's a yes, go and do it and then say thank you. Also, this isn't a smart-ass thank you. This is a legitimate, grounded, gratitude present thank you. When someone has the wrong opinion and you clear up the data and you go and show them the data and show them where they've had a misunderstanding, you have a new level of relationship. Your relationship just went to the next level. If they don't believe the data, because perhaps they have a hidden agenda to retain a certain belief or opinion about you, ignoring the data, well then it's still a thank you, because then they will leave your life and they won't be around you anymore. Why would you want to be around people who don't believe data and have a hidden agenda to hold a false belief about you? Why would you want those kind of people in your life? Why would their opinion be important? Get them out. Clear it up. The more that you clear up the idiocy in your network, the less baggage you have, the less people holding you back. You have a bigger life, you have more success. So when people show themselves the door, it's a thank you. Now, when someone says something about you and it pushes your buttons, the reality is that most times I find that it is true. And the reason it's pushing your buttons is because it's true. So if someone says something and it's push your buttons and you find out that, you know what, it's true, the next question you want to ask yourself is, do you love it? If you love it, thank you. If you don't love it, do something about it. Change it or learn to love it. And at the end of it, you'll have a thank you. If someone here on Snapchat said, hey Lewis, you're a fat fuck, it wouldn't push my buttons because one, it's not true. Secondly, if it were true, and I love my fatness, it would be a thank you. If it were true and I didn't love my fatness, then I could either change it or learn to love it, and then I'd have a thank you. Again, this is not a shallow thank you. If someone says something about you that's true and you don't love it about yourself and you've been bashing your head against this fucking thing, but you realize, you know what, I'm going to change this, I'm going to grow. And so often I find that the people who gave you the biggest challenge, the people who brought up the shit that you didn't love about yourself and challenged you with it, they're the ones who inspire you to change. That's a heartfelt thank you. That is a legitimate thank you for the people who challenge you in life to make you want to change and grow and become a better version of yourself. That's a thank you. When you go through your entire life from birth until current day and you can legitimately, authentically, presently say thank you for every single moment and every single individual, you'll have a beautiful life. You'll have an incredible life. Many people have resentments, judgments, they fucking hate people, and perhaps they want to do a revenge or some crazy thing, very spiteful, want to get someone back who wronged them. They just haven't seen the blessing. They haven't seen how the person served them yet. The more resentments and judgments that you stack up and accrue throughout your journey, the more you'll become a victim of your history rather than a master of your destiny. One thing that I see slows so many people up is a lack of presence. Remember the Cartesian plane that I shared with you guys the other day? To your right is the future, to your left is the past. When you're looking up, you're infatuating, looking up to someone or something. When you're looking down, you're resentful, they're in the pit. Fucking hate that motherfucker. So down, up, left, right. People spend their whole entire fucking life looking back to the past. Oh my god, this terrible thing happened. I'm resentful, looking down to the past. Then they're looking up, they're infatuated with something in the future that they want to happen. And then they might have some infatuation fantasies of the past. Oh my god, it was so good back in the good old days. And then they'll have fears of the future. If something happens bad in the future, fears of the future, infatuations with the future. Many people have subordination, self-minimization to loved ones and family members, and they look up to their family members and really appreciate their opinion of them more than their own opinion of them, and this shit comes up. And so people spend their whole entire life doing these fucking ones, looking around, going around in circles. They're not present. Your power is in presence. Your gratitude is in presence. Your inspired mission comes in presence, in a state of presence. When you have inspired insights, when you're present and you're not in judgment, you get brilliant insights. And in that state of inspiration, you feel called to move forward. You feel called to do something meaningful, something bigger than you, something bigger than someone's opinions of you. So, that whole thing was kind of a tangent. I didn't plan this. That just sort of came. There's a lot I can talk about on people's opinions of you and self-minimization. But we'll save that for future lessons. This lesson's already quite long. And I'm fucking hungry. God, I'm hungry. Amy and Benny are at the gym, and then we're going to go and get burgers and a massage.